Let's see if we can put this back on with the air compressor.
The mosquitoes. Whoa!
Oh, damn, that was an accident.
Something.
Oh, damn it. I keep pulling it. Okay. Dude, that was so professional.
What's that?
I think.
Are you calling yourself professional?
Kinda.
Oh, jeez.
Me putting that grip back on was professional. You guys see that?
You have a mallet out there, so
So professional.
It was.
That's when you're getting real when the mallet comes out.
About to get real stupid. Get off my hand!
Tomatoes! Wolf Tick Nation, thank you guys for tuning into once again another Wolf Tick Videos episode.
A froggy Wolf Tick Videos.
A froggy Wolf Tick Videos episode.
You gotta have that door open, it's hot.
Yes, it is warm here in Arkansas, guys. Very humid, but
keeping that fan going too.
The good news. What's the good news on today's episode? What are we going to be doing?
What are we doing?
What are we going to be doing?
We're doing some one-by action.
We are going to be installing a one-by. Everybody's got the question of, man, can you show us the Wolf Tick Videos way of installing a one-by?
Don't get into that. We're not going to show. We're going to show some stuff. We're not doing a how-to.
We're not doing a how-to.
But I'm going to business.
I'm going to show you guys how Wolf Tick Videos deletes a front derailleur, gets rid of a big old heavy 3x on everybody's favorite bike. What bike is it?
It's the GT Aggressor Pro, and that's not what we're doing. We're going to let them watch you convert our GT to a one-by.
Okay, now
that's what we're going to do.
There's going to be some interesting things. Well,
we're not going to show them how to do it. We're not going to advise them what to do. No, because you're over there, you keep wording it different as a how-to. It ain't a how-to.
What we're going to be doing, guys, is we're going to be sticking with the exact same 8-speed Acera that's on this bike. So same derailleur, everything is going to stay stock except for the crankset.
Like what we did on our first GT.
On the first one. It's a full circle.
We're going to just change it to a one-by without changing the whole group set and shifter and all that stuff.
So let's go over what we're going to be using on today's episode. We're going to, what tools we're going to be needing, and remember, we're going to be doing a Wolf Tick Videos chain sizing style today. Yeah, do you see this? That's aluminum.
Good.
Yeah, very good.
And
all right, guys, so without further ado, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into the episode.
Yeah.
Alright guys, we're going to do a little introduction to the products. This here is the Jiankun very budget Amazon buy crankset. Alright? Now, I mean, Wolfman, we're talking about it. You guys might see some IXFs and some other brand cranksets out there that give you the option to not only mount a chainring on the inside of the Spider, you guys can see where it's ground off here to be mounted on the inside, or you might see the ones that also have the option to do it on the outside. This one here is going to be interesting. I'm not sure what chainring that we're going to be running today on this. The reason I bring that up is you only can mount on the inside, which I like the finished look. You see how it's black right there? I like that look. I don't like when you have that ground aluminum.
It's just very limiting on what we can do.
It's limiting. Now, that being said, these are 170mm crank arms, okay? That being said, we've got some options here. What I would like to go with is the 32, everybody's favorite, 32 oval chainring. Yeah. Okay, 32 tooth oval. I love the ovals because you get so much more pump in the legs.
Half the time you mount them wrong, one says, so I don't know where, I think it's all in your head.
This got an arrow. Okay, regardless. That's what I want to mount. 32th oval. If that does not work, I'm letting them know the options here.
Just that we have a few options. That's what you want to go with, but we got to see what works.
And then we've got the 32th round, and you brought this up. This has got little nipples on it. You guys see the nipples?
The 32th goes on the inside.
That goes on the inside?
I was trying to tell you a while ago. You didn't want to hear it.
So it actually separates from the Spider mount, so you can have some clearance for your chain. Okay, and if those don't work, we've got a 32th round, or 32 tooth round. All right, we got that. We've got the bottom bracket here, which is a 68 to 73, and I believe this one has a little bit of well, it doesn't have that much room actually.
And it has nothing.
It really doesn't have any telescoping options here.
So that isn't it. So it is not a this to that. To
well, it is. Look, see that? Okay. It is. All right. 6873.
What bottom bracket is that?
The Jiankun. It's all set.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
And it's all IXF.
Now, I can't guarantee if the one you order, if you guys are following along with this, is going to come with aluminum spacers, but this one did. Aluminum spacers are really good, and the reason why preferred over the plastic is whenever you go to actually compress this thing and set it really good, these don't expand like the plastics do. You know, we've had plastic ones fail.
Yeah, we have, and that's how we've had them bottom bracket fail. It feels greased, by the way. People say it's not grease, it's not greasy.
It's greasy. Now,
I'm hoping, and don't get loud, I'm hoping that you can find a link to this particular one. If not, the one you put similar might not have the same stuff. Hell, even the right one like this might not have the same stuff.
You guys just order it, shot in the dark. All right, we've got some mounting hardware, we've got the little compression ring, and then we got the compression tool. So that is the crankset. Now, let me show you guys what we got with the tool department. All right, guys, now we got the tools here. We have got a Crankpuller tool. You guys need any of these tools, check out the affiliate links in the description below. We get small percentage.
Is that the same one we've had for so long?
We've had this thing for years. Crankpuller tool. We've got a Master Link chain tool. Okay, there, set the Master Links. We have got an 8, 7, or 6-speed Master Link, and remember, 8, 7, and 6 are all the same size chains. We've got a Chainbreaker tool, a bottom bracket remover tool for the stock GT Aggressor Pro. These are pretty universal, but we have run across some of the more budget style bikes that this does not work for. We have to use a monkey wrench on those ones. We've got some cable cutters because we're going to be getting rid of that front derailleur, and we also have got a bottom bracket tool.
You need to cut the cable for that?
Yeah.
No.
You'll see. This is a bottom bracket. I've done this a few times. Yeah, bottom bracket tool.
I understand. That doesn't mean you do it right.
Well, bottom bracket tool, which fits around the bottom bracket. All right? All right, guys. So, without further ado, let's get the GT Aggressor Pro in here and let's get this job started. First thing we're going to have to do is take off this little cover for this crank arm. We're going to have to pull these crank arms off of there, and then we'll break this chain. All right, so swapping over to the 1x, I want you to say your favorite thing about it. My favorite thing about it is its content, first of all. Second of all, is it totally simplifies the bike.
The first time we ever did it wasn't for content.
Was not for content. I just don't know. I'll be honest with you guys. When it comes to a 3x and a 2x, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I don't know how to shift, man.
Well, I think what happens with you, and people should know by now, I talk about it all the time, you've got a little dyslexia.
One of the upsides to the GT Aggressor Pro is the components. The group set and the brakes are both separate, so it's one of these things that you can actually do this and not have to worry about like having a twist shifter on one side or having the integrated shifter on the left side, buying a different grip. You can just get this swapped out, deleted, and pretty much it should be a clean job. You know what I mean? It should be decently easy.
I think it's one of the top things that people are trying to do at home now.
No, it really is, yeah.
And that's why we wanted to do this. Not a how-to so much, but just to, you know, give people that comfort of knowing that we've done it. You know, we've done it before.
Yeah, but now, that was back in the day, buddy.
Back in the day. It kind of been so long ago.
All right. It's official. We are going to a 1x on the GT Aggressor Pro.
Are we changing pedals?
Yeah, we got some pedals too. I'll show you guys those when it comes time. All right, now we're gonna do next is we're gonna break this chain and we're gonna take this front derailleur off here. All right, guys, so we've got both crank arms taken off there. I'm gonna wait to take this bottom bracket off. I think I'm gonna have this thing on the floor, so to better get you guys a better shot, if you will, I'm going to just take this front derailleur off right now. And something I did want to make sure I let you guys know, we'll be adding an affiliate link to the to another style of crankset. If you guys are trying to get this job done, and you know, maybe you don't want to spend some money on some tools, or you want to just kind of keep this sealed bottom bracket, we're gonna be talking about that when I take this thing off. You know, Bucklos and other brands, Bucklos actually sent us one. They have the option where they send, or where you can buy a crankset that bolts. It's a 1x that bolts directly onto your tapered bottom bracket. So that's an option for some of you guys. I forgot about that. You remember when we did that episode?
The ones you can bolt them directly on?
Yeah, so it's
we put them on something.
Yeah, we put, I think, on a Sandstorm or something like that. But I was wanting to give people the option to do that. I kind of forgot about those. You know?
Yeah, I knew that.
I know another one
that is. I mean, since it has a sealed bottom bracket, that is an option.
Mm-hmm. Not only that, but it also is an option for the guys that have the fat tire bikes out there that can't find a bottom bracket shell that's big enough. I've seen those also be converted to 1x using one of those Bucklos style cranksets. But you guys can check out the affiliate links in the description below. Now remember we're talking about the cable cutters? I remember why I have to use it now. I have to use the cable cutters because there's a like a little cable housing kit down here that's screwed to the bottom bracket, and I can't get this out of there unless I cut the end off.
Well, I don't know why you're so quick to want to cut stuff. I think you need to not be cutting unless you absolutely have to.
Well, I have to because this holds in there. I can't unscrew it.
Do what you're going to do. You're going to do it anyway.
There we go. So we can get this. Bam! Air compressor. Somebody a long time ago was like, look, you guys need an air compressor. So what did Grandma do? She went out and got me an air compressor. Thank you, Grandma. That's what we were talking about earlier when it comes to the brake and the shifter being separate. It makes the job so much easier because now I can do this and I can still be using the same brake setup. Now if we didn't have this situation going on here and this was the same component, I would have to buy either a new brake lever separate, and then nobody wants mismatching brake levers and stuff, so this will be easy here to be able to do this. Alright, say bye-bye to all the confusion with the 3x micro shift. Somebody wants to buy this, let me know. I'll sell it to you real cheap.
Don't say that because there's people out there looking for it.
Oh, Charlie Keogh.
Oh, Charlie can have it if he needs it.
Okay, now that's done with. Look at the simplicity up there, guys. I love it. Now I'm just hoping this thing shifts right. But let's go ahead and get back down to that bottom bracket and let's take that off. Bottom bracket removal. Okay, here we go. Now, bottom bracket. Dad, I need your help on this. Forward is loose.
Are you saying you're bringing in the big guns?
Bringing in the big guns. I need Wolfman's help. We're getting this GT Aggressor Pro, making it a 1x. I need Wolfman. Is it forward or backwards?
Okay, listen. I'm going to tell you again. Back to front.
Okay.
On both sides.
Back to front. To loosen it.
Yes.
Okay.
On both sides.
Back to front.
Mm-hmm. Don't break that stand.
Alright. I'll never forget the first time I did the GT Aggressor Pro. I don't know if I showed it or not. Dude, not only did I have every tool imaginable, I think I had the monkey wrench, I had a flathead, a screwdriver, a sledgehammer. It was bad. Check out the seal bottom bracket. This is actually a VP seal bottom bracket.
Oh.
Okay, tapered. And everybody always wonders, hey man, what is the size of that? Let me see if I can get it for you guys here. It's a 73 millimeter. Okay, 73 millimeter. And if you want to get fancy, it's 122.5 for left and right. I'm guessing that's for the cartridge and the bearings. I don't know, but 73 millimeters is what's listed on the VP seal bottom bracket. And this right here, we're going to save this guy because this sucker's smooth, buddy. You know, that's a lot better than the crappy style like the Ledge came with. You guys remember the Ledge? Yeah, this one right here shouldn't have a whole bunch of rust and crap in it.
Almost every other bike.
Every other bike. Ardor.
Budget stuff.
Ardor, right? That was terrible.
Yes. The Ardors fell apart.
Yeah. Alright guys, it's official. The GT Aggressor Pro is now fixing to be a 1x. Bottom bracket is out. Crankset's off. Alright guys, now comes the fun time, and it's kind of a guessing game, and this is the unfortunate part to these kind of jobs. Now comes the time, how many spacers do you want to add? Look, there is no right, I don't want to get into a big old rant on this, but there is no right or no wrong on spacers. As long as you get your alignment right, then you're good. Everybody goes, add 1, add 1.5.
Do 1 on this side, 2 on that side, and all. And in our experience with now 60 or something bikes, no, there's no 100% no.
Yeah.
It's always, it seems to vary a little bit from bike to bike.
Yeah.
Sometimes it works one way, sometimes it don't.
So, don't want to get into a rant.
Okay.
Alright, now, right side's got an R on there, left side's got an L, and the shell does as well. Now, how many, do you want to do 1 spacer? I think that's what we've had luck with.
Is there a way you can
put some
sort of
grease on here?
Like, put something on there and we can try to eyeball it real quick?
Not really. Let's do this. We're going to add 1 spacer, okay? And I always keep the shell greased up, but I always keep the shell on the right side while I insert it. I just found it's easier to do as opposed to doing the left side with the shell on, because sometimes it doesn't go in. Non-directional.
Yeah. Look.
Oh, the shell? No, it actually, this one's listed out left and right.
Does it?
So it is directional, which is weird, but yeah.
Are you going the right way then?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to snug that up right there. Let's go to the other side. No spacers on the non-drive side.
Okay. feel no spacers on this.
And you can feel if it starts making contact with that shell. All right, so that's on there. I'm just going to put this in here.
Yeah, I just want to look real quick, see if I can start getting an idea.
Okay. It's another thing. Make sure you guys always have your hand on the other side, because one time I blew out the innards. I can put my tip of my finger in between the chain stay down here and the crank arm, so that's good. All right.
Okay, I can tell you right now, it looks like it's.
Ooh, that might be.
If on the inside, it's gonna be really dang close. It'd be good enough for us, I think. You see it?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be really close.
I think it's going to be extremely close, but I think that might be just okay.
Yeah. I mean,
see, that's the cool thing.
Close is in close to being perfect.
Yeah, it's going to be close to being perfect. The very cool thing, guys, with this is we're keeping, like I said, the same. Oh, I said a Sarah earlier. This is a Micro Shift 26.
Yeah, I know. You tripped.
I said
our original one, I think, was the
original one was the Sarah. I take that back. So we're keeping the derailleur, the whole group set the same. We deleted the front one and the front shifter, you know, obviously. But that's pretty cool to get this job done like that, using everything that the bike's got except for this, pretty much. Even we're using the same chain. We're about to go through the chain sizing. All right, we're about to size that chain. Hey, guys, if you're enjoying this episode and you're learning a little something, give your boys a thumbs up.
Just enjoying.
Give your boys a thumbs up, would you please?
So the arrow on the oval says to go with the arm?
Yeah.
And that's the way you've always liked it.
This way I've always liked it, and the reason why is right now this is the elongated, so it's like an egg, right? That's the top of the egg, that's the bottom of the egg. What happens is when you go to pull this, when you go to push the pedal here, you get all of that power from the extended portion of the oval, and then that's not really your, I say it's your dead spot, but this is your mid-stroke. Then when your left foot goes to go down, it goes back to the other oval there. So the great thing about the oval, I know a lot of people like them, a lot of people don't like them, or not really feel a difference, I should say. It makes a huge difference because in my opinion, because you don't really ever find a dead spot. Like climbing, it's just like you got torque for days, and that's why I like them.
And I say it's placebo. You're actually opposite of what you used to.
Okay, let's go. This is a narrow wide chainring, by the way.
I'm going to go on the back.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So on fourth, this is an 8-speed. On fourth gear, it should be pretty straight.
I don't think it can be much more on.
Woo! It's straight.
And that was, just for the record so far, that was what? 1 spacer drive side.
Just for the record, you guys see my halo? Just for the record, that was 1 spacer. Drive side is all we got.
Mean that's going to be on theirs.
No, it doesn't mean it's going to be on your guys's. But let's go ahead and go on to the Wolf TIG chain sizing. And then what we're going to do, guys, is we are going to get the original weight of this bike, and then we're going to minus all the stuff that we've taken off, so we can show you guys the weight difference. And remember, because they're going to have to be an asterisk because we have a new Maxxis tire in here. We also have the Vittoria Barzo. But anyway, let's size this chain out.
I'm checking an excellent source of content here.
Is that Wolf TIG videos?
It is. 34.04 pounds and 15.43 kilograms.
34.04?
Yep, 34.04.
Remember that.
That was the weight. And 15.43.
So that's what we're going to do on the Wolf TIG video style of sizing a chain. We're going to, now since this is an oval chainring, we want the egg shape, or the crank arm, to be facing down. That way we have the longest width, I guess. That's the scientific term, right, Sloth Squatch? So we're going to be going around there. And now on the rear, we're going to be going around the largest cog on the cassette. Largest cog on the cassette, angled all the way out in the largest point of the chainring. We're wrapping this sucker right back around. Now we're going to go end to end. Well, not end to end, but we're actually going to meeting up with the chain. You guys see that? We're going to meet the chain. And then what we're going to do after we meet the chains, we're going to count 4 links. It met right here. There's 1, 2, 3, and a 4. So this is where we're going to cut it. And that should be good. That's our chain sizing method here at Wolf TIG Videos. And it works for us. It also works for Chris H. Can't stress enough when I say this. I've done this a lot of times, and I still made mistakes because I wasn't paying attention as to where I broke my chain. I know everybody out... Yeah, I make mistakes. It's crazy. I know everybody out there is going, whoa, the TIG makes mistakes? Yes.
Yeah, they're all shot.
So the mistake that I was making was I was cutting the chain or breaking the chain in the wrong spot. If you guys see this chain, let me show you this because this is important, especially if this is for some of the first timers out there. The chain is broken on both of these links. Do you guys see how it's the inner part of the chain and not the outer part of the chain. That's very important, because when it comes time, here's the parts that we broke off on both sides. That's what I broke, right? The outer sides is what you want to make sure you hit, and we need both inner sides of the links, because the master links are outer only. They're only outer, okay? You can't like flip those things inside out. So if you were at home and you're doing this job and you go to reroute your chain, and then you go to meet it up and you go, whoa, 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 you know, the wolf tick videos way doesn't work for me. That's probably why, because you have to cut an extra link out and then it shortens it just a tad bit more than what it should have been. All right, you guys ready for the pedals? Yeah, we got the RockBros Pedals. RockBros Pedals. These are pretty much knockoffs of the race face chesters, right? Now these do take...
Everything's kind of a knockoff of something else these days.
Yeah, I mean...
we've got all of them.
Yep.
We've got knockoffs, what's supposedly the originals, and everything else.
They even come with a little extra cleats. Okay.
People can get all triggered. It's pins.
Whatever the hell they are. We got the right and the left here. These pedals, I mean, you know, they do take a little bit longer to break in than the race face chesters, but they look good. They're black. They're decently slimlined. I don't think they're as wide or as slim as the race face chesters, you know. But people are big believers in a good pedal, and so am I. But when you can get a pair of RockBros for $22, excuse me, as opposed to like a $56 pedal. All right, GT Aggressor Pro now weighs
one by with the tires changed out.
32.02 pounds. For all the UKers out there, we've got 14.52 kilograms. That right there should be a good video for people to watch and get an idea of, give them, you know, that's the whole idea with the channel, which is great, is it gives people confidence to work on their bikes.
Well, hang on, we haven't done a shift test.
Well, we lost some weight, right? We're still not under that 32 mark, but look, let's talk about this real quick. We're about to do the outro.
When we do the fork, we'll drop a lot.
That's what I was just gonna say, is when we drop that fork, we'll drop a bunch of weight. This is the size small GT Aggressor Pro. It's now the 1 by 32 pounds. The bar is aluminum, stand is aluminum, C-post tube is aluminum. I mean, really, the fork is going to be the heavy boat anchor on this bike. You know what I mean? There's no kickstand.
Yeah, it's right now. I mean, these wheels are heavy. You know. That tire's not the lightest in the world, but it's not super heavy.
No, it's not super heavy.
But I mean, really, we still got reflector on here, and there's like a couple ounces of extras probably, and then, you know, I think it's gonna get under there, and then you know, we'll see where we go from there.
So you want to shift to 8th first or first?
Well, you know, I always start off up here.
All right, we're in first gear.
All right, first. Ready? Mm-hmm. Second. Good shift. You gonna comment on your oval like
third.
you did earlier?
Oh, I can feel the power. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th.
Okay, now let's go the other way. I was full pull it. See what it does.
Okay.
What is that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5th.
So
Second.
Okay, so it's at 3.
And
you
first.
have to pull it 3 times. Yeah, it's not bad. Looks like it's all right. It's not, you know, I mean, the chain line is pretty decent.
Was that in you guys' way the whole time for the shift test in my head?
It's good enough.
Yeah, you guys heard it. All right, guys. Well, all of you GT Aggressor Pro owners out there, and all you guys are actually looking at this bike, there you go. I mean, that's the Wolf Tick way that we do the 1x swaps. And
it's
honestly,
not the right way, it's the Wolf Tick way.
And honestly, guys, there wasn't one part in that episode that I had to cut and we had to talk and get frustrated and look at things or measure stuff out.
I would hope that now that you've done probably, conservatively, you've probably done 30, 40 of these. I'm glad you have it down now.
Yes. One spacer, no spacer on the non-drive side.
Yeah, in this case.
Yeah, Jiankun 170mm crank arms.
With these crank arms on this bike, it was 1 on the drive side, 0 on the non-drive side.
And this is the small.
And we got good clearance on both sides.
Yeah, I'm sure people out there are going to go, well, you know, if you have the medium, you know, it's going to be this.
Well, we have a medium.
And it's all, we use one on that one too. It's all up to you guys, yeah. It's all up to you guys on how many spacers that you want to use and your alignment and everything else. But Wolf Tick Nation, man, as always, we appreciate you guys watching our episodes and just showing you boys some love. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you are not a part of the Wolf Tick Nation. And also, make sure you guys turn notifications on, because word has it we are going to be taking this thing on a real-time review. I want to see if the 1x is all what it's cracked up to be.
The 1x... and the tires.
Yeah, and
if
just
it makes
see,
a big difference.
swapping the tires on the 1x, how much of a difference does it make? So make sure you guys stay tuned in for that as well. And a little teaser, word has it, there's a new bike in the mail.
Yes.
There's a new bike, guys. So you guys want to know what that new bike is all about? Will it be a competitor to the GT Aggressor Pro?
I think price-wise it is.
Price-wise, I think it will be. Alright guys, but Wolf Tick Nation, until next time, we will see you on the next episode. Check out the affiliate links in the description below for any of these parts if you guys want to follow along.
Yeah.